Hello! What you're about to watch is a little thing that Joan and I made back at the end of 2017, I think after fitting in. It was supposed to be the start to a Canadian agricultural course. They reached out to us and asked if we were interested. They gave us the talking points, and then Joan and I created a little script, filmed it, edited it, sent it off, and never heard from them again. No Canadian student reached out and said that they had seen it, so we can only assume it was not used, and thus this little bit of Sanderside's shenanigans has gone unobserved by the human eye since then. And that is what you're about to watch. This little opener to an agricultural course to which you are not taking. So, please enjoy. What's up, everybody? The name's Thomas Sanders. My friends call me the Giving Tea because they know full well that if they ask me to buy them lunch, I will feel very uncomfortable telling them no. Now, you may know me from a little place called the internet. You may not. But either way, I'm here to talk to you about a little dilemma I've been having. As a responsible, mature, aware citizen of this world, there are things I am trying to learn about. Social issues, mental health management, interweaving social media culture with Canadian educational courses. That's what this video is. And using a second camera for all of my asides. Pew, 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 pew! But one thing I am not too confident I'm learning a lot about is, what the heck am I eating? How many times have you gone through this, Thomas? Do not go to that obscure sandwich deli. No one should be selling sandwiches that cheap. But they're so good. No, okay. Well, this is Logan, my logical thinking. Why is that question relevant now? Anyway, you're not ingesting anything at this time. Well, I've just been thinking. I'm always ordering food or buying packaged food, and, you know, sure, I'm getting better at cooking meals for myself, but, like, where is this food coming from? Have you not shopped in a while? It's called a grocery store. A grocery store, Thomas. But where did the food from the grocery store come from? Are you serious? Well, I didn't know that running a YouTube channel could mess you up this bad, but I guess I could go ahead and break it down for you. Solanum tuberosum, probably should make this any more difficult for you. A potato, are you with me? A potato is grown in the ground. Stop, no, I know that much, Logan. I'm saying, where are the farms these potatoes are grown, and what kind of farms are they? How do they get from said farms to my plate? What are these potatoes exposed to or treated with before I put them in this potato? Now those are some interesting questions to unpack. Thank goodness, I thought that this was going to be a snore fest. It definitely will be if you keep talking. Well, no one can rest easy with this nightmare around. Knight Mayor? I hadn't realized I was elected leader of T-Town. As a knight, it is my duty to protect, but as a mayor, it is my duty to govern. My first act as Knight Mayor is to institute a logic ban. Please welcome Roman, my ever-tactful creative side. You're welcome. Thomas, I think the more important question that you must be asking is not where the food is coming from, but what you are choosing to eat. Aren't those both equally important questions? It's all in the portion control. You eat just enough of the right stuff, you get big and strong. It's a very critical sequence in every Get in Shape transformation montage in movies. But what is the right stuff? The 3 Ps! Pizza, pasta, and cookies. And here comes my biggest obstacle to proper eating. Patton, another P. He's my morals, my compassion, my inner child, and he's all about immediate enjoyment. Patton, I can't stress this enough. Every food item that you just listed is malnutritious. And delicious! Okay, so you like sweet-tasting, delicious food. There are creative ways to go about making food that's just as delicious and good for you. But you can only do so much. Okay, here we go. This is Virgil, my anxiety. He's the reason I was even starting to think about all of this in the first place. Virgil, what do you mean, buddy? Well, I mean, even if you had time to cook meals yourself, do you know how each of your ingredients were handled before going into your beef stroganoff? I suppose this does make sense. There are whole foods and there are processed foods. If you make a meal using raw ingredients such as apples or stalks of celery, those are whole foods. But something as simple as a bag of chips is a processed food, comprised of all sorts of ingredients, many of which you wouldn't even be able to pronounce, let alone know what they are. Psst, try me. Maltodextrin. Baltodextrin Ben 10. Niacinamide. Ninjago Family Guy. Starch. SpongeBob. See, he's just naming cartoons that he likes. Gravity Falls. This is just if you cooked on your own. If you had to buy your meals from somewhere else, you're even more in the dark. Is the food being advertised accurately? Some of the foods in the store say things like gluten-free, organic, all natural, non-GMO. Are those better? What does GMO mean? Is GMO bad. Do the packages inform the consumer if the consumer does not know what certain things mean? Are certain labels better than others? What is my place in the universe? Are we asking too many questions at once? Yes. These are some hard-hitting questions. Surely there is some baseline solutions to these issues that we can cook up. I say! Oh my goodness, cook up. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys not catch? I didn't even realize that was a play on words. I'm always going. Okay. I say, as long as you follow the good old food guide, you're gonna be just fine. That is true, but the way that we view our diets is constantly changing. And this isn't even taking into account the fact that some people have to deal with food deserts. Aren't all deserts food? Barely. A food desert is a place without fresh fruits, vegetables, and other healthy foods available to everyone. Basically, a place with no food security. No! Oh, that wouldn't affect us, right? I mean, that doesn't sound like an issue for places like Canada or the US. Well, I sure am a naive Genevieve. Naive Genevieve? Why didn't you just say naive Steve? Would you just let him say what he wants? The food that you're getting is based on the environment in which the food is grown and what you've got in your wallet at any given time. So many variables for something we so often take for granted and need to survive. Not everyone can take it for granted. And not everyone does need it to survive. No, they do. They do, Pat. That's important. Well, to know. But Thomas, you've always been in a place where healthy options were accessible to you. Not everyone has that privilege. Man, this is a grade A horrifying crisis. Where do I get in line to panic? No need to panic. Scientists, engineers, farmers, and many others are working together on new processes and technology that will improve food security and environmental stewardship. For you specifically, Thomas, there are ways to make sure that you are getting the most accurate information on the food you purchased, and you are not getting duped by those duplicitous advertising corporate Scrooges. How would I do that? Using your detective skills, you can deduce the author or publisher, the platform, the credibility of the source, who is funding the platform. I mean, this is why the internet exists, Logan. It doesn't take extensive detective skills. I mean, sure, but you can't trust everything you read on the internet. And like you said, you have been getting better and better about cooking. I guess it's time to take the next step and combine that knowledge with ways you can make delicious and nutritious food. And also, you can eat pizza and ice cream from time to time, I'm just saying. No, that can happen from time to time. Well, Virgil, does all that sound good? I suppose, if you can follow through. I know I've got a lot of learning and research ahead of me, but I think I got this. We'll get creative, get smart, and get a pizza tonight with extra cheese, because that sounds real good. No! Patton, we just get to studying. Thomas. I shall. Learning about where our food comes from, how it's handled, and what can possibly be done to improve its production are all important questions that are definitely worth meditating on. But in time, with a little research, we can all have a better understanding of what the heck we are eating. Until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out.